Hello Taurus, and welcome to your May tarot reading. So of course I'm wishing you an amazing solar return, and may the light fill your life and gives you moments of grace, happiness, insight, and drive. So on this note, this month also you have your new moon coming in right on the 30th, 1st, depending of where you are. And this coincides also on the 1st with, the goddess coming down, Beltane. It's the divine feminine coming down, joining with her consort to fertilize, bring life back in everything. So a very good time to make your wishes. Even if your birthday is on the 12th or the 6th or whatever, on the 1st of May is an amazing day to plant your seeds of what you want to grow. So there you go, my beautiful Taurus. I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. Right away, the first card is the Four of Wands. So, of course, it's your birthday, so you might be celebrating, and it is a card of celebration. But it is also an attitude of being upright, celebrating life, taking things for what they are. So of course when the Four of Wands is there, everything is on the surface. That means there's nothing hidden behind the bush or the curtain. And that attitude, that state of being within you will bring this month the uncovering or the discovery, the understanding, the grasping of what needs to die. So this is almost like by celebrating, by being, yes, I am having pleasure, this actually brings to you the insight and the understanding of what does not fit with a Four of Wands. What aspect of my psyche or what is around me prevents me from being completely in the Three of Cups, from having my emotions risen like this. So under our Four of Wands, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and that's you. So right away, your self-worth, your inner knowing that this is a friendly world. I am grounded. I am not in the fight or flight. I am actually looking at my worth and able to, knowing that I am able to accomplish whatever. I am enough. Under that, we have the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. Now, you see those two eights. The number 8 always asks for the mastery of the higher plane, of the higher mental plane, in a way. Either I am stuck in my head with the bunch of yes, but, or I am completely aligned and I can focus and invest myself here. And that truth you're getting. So you're understanding how you can trap yourself in your mind, which prevents you from being completely invested into something. That can be little like procrastination. What makes you procrastinate? What makes you wait for things instead of investing yourself in them? Putting your energy out there, focusing, receiving your due. Because the Eight of Pentacles, we are actually seeing the results of our efforts. Here, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. Oh my God, I see it now. I'm breaking my wheel and I understand what I need to let die. And under death and the Page of Sword, I have the Seven of Sword with the Two of Pentacle and Judgment. So when I was talking about procrastination, that's a bit that one. And you know, procrastination is very linked to self-love and self-care. How? Because let's say that I know that there's something that I need to do for my betterment, just for my comfort, just for feeling good here. It could be from doing the dishes to actually investing in my studies, in my work, in my, whatever. If I have a hard time investing in me, putting this energy to do that will be like tour de force, would be asking so much willpower. Because if I would love myself, investing this much energy that I know in the long run will give me more would be easy. Because I would do it for my son or my daughter, I would do it for my partner, I would do it for anybody else. But if it would be for me, if my self-worth is not to its maximum, then it's an effort. I can live without it. I can close my eyes about it. I can endure it. I can carry it. Is easier than investing in us. That is a way, that is kind of one of the motors of procrastination. So you can have a schedule, have all the tricks of the checklist and the this and the discipline. But it's much harder if you always have to fight your self-worth. Okay? The Two of Pentacles is a bit that. Yes, I want to, but. And I have another value that creates a disbalance where I'm always juggling between things because I am not completely invested. Okay? So here with the Judgment, that tells me that insight that you will kind of understand what needs to die. And it's that Seven of Swords, that disempowering belief that you have about yourself, about what you can do, what you can accomplish, and so on, your capacity. The parts of you that actually bought these lies will come up this month so that they can be purified, so that they can be transformed. And that's why under that I have the Ace of Swords, that kind of, oh my God, yes, I'm gonna let that part of me that thought so little of me, that would always prevent me either with a little voice or with fear. Oh, don't go and ask for that raise because they're all better than you and they'll never see your value because you don't see yourself. All that little talk is going to come up to the surface. And under our Three of Cups, that's when we have the Wheel of Fortune, because doing this is not in vain. Oh, Taurus, it will change your life. And under that I have the Hangman, because you kind of had to see that from another angle. Instead of seeing you and the world out there, you will see like, oh, how am I investing in me? And in order to invest in me, well, I have to believe in my worth, in my value, and I have to want and love myself enough to want to see myself grow and bloom and be at ease and just have a grand old time here. Bottom of the deck, I have the Two of Cups. So this has been really mirrored to you. And I wouldn't be surprised as you're cleaning this part within yourself, you're going to start cleaning outside of yourself also. like seeing maybe the people in your life that were representing more of this, showing you this part of you. And now it's just, it won't pass anymore. Let's clarify this for you, Taurus. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. I call upon my guides, and I call upon your guides, O Taurus, to help me clarify this reading for the month of May 2022. Since you're ruled by Venus anyway, anything that is not, that is kind of preventing Venus to be completely exalted within yourself, especially during an eclipse that you have this month, right there at the beginning of the month and everything, it's going to show itself what is preventing it, okay? And if you were stuck under the hangman, because of course it depends for all of you. Some of you, the hangman could have been there for years, waiting for a real connection maybe, or waiting for your growth, so your investment, your growth, your prosperity. And this month you're going to see why it was hanging, why there was this pause happening. Show me the Four of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands there for Taurus? Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. And you see, this is it. By being in joy, in, Four of Wands, I am celebrating life. Here, there it is. All my wands are upright. Of course, my Queen of Wands within myself, the one that works, law of attraction, will attract a pentacle towards me. Will attract, so right at the beginning of the month, you have this new seed that you've attracted. And here with the Pope, it is going to, and it's you, the Pope also, but it's going to be your discernment of, using your spiritual knowledge and your morality on how am I going to banish this or invest in it, okay? It could be for some of you a beautiful opportunity from an institution or something like that. But the fact that it is the Pope, this is your moral standard, discernment, application of spiritual knowledge, okay? So here, it's bringing that pentacle. It's you that brought it. Let's look at the Page of Sword and Death. The Tower. Tower, death, judgment. There's something that is going to crumble down, because it's almost like that opportunity for you to be able to invest in it, to commit to it, because the Pope is also commitment. In order to be able to commit to it, all of that Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords has to crumble down. Strength. You're going to have to rise above your programming here, be in your higher self, and see that for what it is, the pattern, the behaviorism, okay? Like, I'm afraid of this because I don't believe this, so I do this. Oh, that's my mechanic. Well, that's purely animalistic, okay? Has nothing to do with your higher self. But when you look at things from your higher self, you're like, oh, okay, that glitch, that virus that makes me react that way, that makes me do things that way, it's gotta go. And of course, that's why they're gonna rise to the surface for you to address them. Tower, you're finishing an aspect. And here we have, with the Three of Cups, we have the Ten of Wands. Knight of Wands. Look how more light this is gonna be at the end. Instead of seeing things like, if I'm carrying 10 wands, this new prospect will just be even more heavy on my shoulders. It's gonna be like, do I really want that? Even if it would bring so much more to me. The parts of me that are Seven of Swords, disempowered, defeatist, that, you know, have to do with my self-worth and all of this, would actually see this as another heaviness that I would have to bring due to responsibilities and all of that, instead of the pleasure, the joy of investing and seeing results. It's completely two vision. Let's look at your Queen of Pentacles. High Priestess. So we're talking about, because we had the Pope and the High Priestess here. This is a beautiful synchronization of these two aspects within yourself. A spiritual understanding about your value, your worth, and what you can bring to this world. And this actually helps you to heal here. Let's look at that Eight of Swords and Knight of Swords and Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, heal your past heartaches, disappointments, but mostly Three of Swords. Imagine having 3 swords in your heart constantly. I mean, I'm doing my thing every day, but always I have these 3 swords in my heart. And as long as I believe that they will never leave, that that's my reality, they won't budge from there. And so when it comes to starting to see things in a different way, they always come back and hurt myself. I see that seed. If I have these 3 swords in my heart, they're going to be beliefs that just kill my energy, that just hurt me in advance in case that seed doesn't work. So that's why it's going to provoke that judgment here, because either I get stuck and I can't move, I can't progress because I'm in my head, or I actually invest myself. So you'll have this first judgment with that pentacle. And of course, it can be something very solid and concrete for some of you. Others of you, it can be just that new way of grasping reality. Others of you, it's an idea. It's a project that just came to you. Here, judgment, but maybe before things like that did not work. So there's this defeatism, okay? 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, judgment. Okay, and it's almost a conclusion. You gotta leave all that baggage behind and actually believe in the Three of Cups in the air. Believe that there is, yes, I can actually, I'm going to love myself enough to go for that happiness, and I'm going to invest myself. I'm going to leave that Eight of Pentacles because, yeah, I want to invest in my happiness, in my well-being. And like I was saying, procrastination is subtle, and it can be very small, like it can be very big. If doing my dishes is so heavy on my shoulders, when I would know that if I do it, I would look at my kitchen and feel so much better. The coffee I would drink would taste 10 times better just because there's not a pile of dishes. But when I'm already carrying all of this and I don't have the budget and my energy to invest in my well-being, future, not instant gratification, because at one point that's all that's left. Instant gratification, because the investment in future fulfillments is we don't have the budget for it. We have the budget for other people, but not for us. Okay, when I say budget, I mean energetically. So here, investing in your happiness and in your well-being. And the parts of you that prevent you from going there are going to be really obvious this month. Ace of Sword. You're going to see that guy, all right. And here is the Page of Pentacle. You're going to let him die so you can invest and finally be in balance. I get it now. I'm going to allow myself to receive, be in a balanced position. I'm going to grasp that pentacle, and there you can reverse the devil into making it positive in its, let's say, Saturn Capricorn aspect of focus, discipline, masculine ambition. Okay, so it could just be that, restoring your ambition instead of remaining somewhere where you're disempowered and you have a hard time investing in you. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. I say that because Saturn in Capricorn is the 10th house of ambition in astrology. So he represents that also, that masculine aspect. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. All right. Here we have the Ace of Wands. After the 10, the Ace. Knight of Pentacles. So, Ace of Pentacle, Page of Pentacle, Knight of Pentacle. Do you see the growth, the movement that is happening? We have the Page of Cups. And we have Justice. Things finally being balanced. If we're talking about relationships, because here we do have the Two of Cups, and I was telling you, you might be clearing some people, things, and whatnot this month. But if you're clearing some relationships, it's because they weren't balanced to begin with. Justice is the 7th house of partnerships. So if you notice that your relationships were more Two of Pentacle and 7 of Sword here, some of your connections were more heavy, carrying this and not receiving. That is going to be clear for you now. And as you're growing, this will not fit anymore. Hangman. Six of Pentacle, because see, ultimately we have the 6 of Pentacle and the 2 of Cups. Balanced mirrors. 2 of Cups is not just romantic. 2 of Cups is you and your neighbor, you and your dog, you and the universe. Everything is a mirror. Either it shows the highest parts of you, or it shows what needs to be readjusted. So in that case, we don't really want to be with these people, but they're showing us an aspect of us all the time. And here with the Hangman, I have the 7 of Wands. So you're going to see from a completely different angle how you use your power. Either your will, your fire. Either you're using it to resist or you're using it as a propulsion of investment, of direction. And ultimately, you'll be using your fire differently. Resisting is exhausting. And it's another 7. 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords. So, my beautiful Taurus, this month, you're releasing the Kraken. Because there's going to be impacts around you. Because of, yes, you're investing and all of that, but you're clearing what is not going to need to be there anymore, and you will express yourself about it. You will cut the devil out. So yes, I'm gonna call this release the Kraken, and your energy will come back to you. So it's a beautiful birthday gift for you, my beautiful Taurus. And on this, I'm sending you all my love and light. Happy birthday again, solar return and everything. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, the description is below. In the plus section, there's an email. You write to me, I write to you back. I will never leave a phone number or something like that in the comments. That would be a scam. If you see something with something that looks like my name. Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. I do my ceremonies on the new moons. Now it's right at the beginning of the month, and we'll have the next one at the end of the month, the new moon in Gemini. So on this, thank you so much. All my love and light. And I'll see you next month.